Hey guys, it's Greg at Vanguard Motor Sales. Man, I got a super cool one for you today. We got a Backdraft Cobra, an RT3, and there's a Gen 1 Coyote with a supercharger sitting on top under the hood. She is absolutely gorgeous and fast as grease lightning, man. I love the color of the car with the black stripes and the accent stripes on the outside, just looking sweet as can be. She is just absolutely gorgeous. Now you can see this car's got the blackout package on it, so there's no stainless or chrome on it anywhere outside of a couple nuts and bolts and maybe the rivets in the hood. I really like the screen on the grille there. That's looking sweet. The color on the car is just killer. I love this color. It's a deep maroon with a light metallic in it. Now we do have a little bit of stone guard here to help protect against any stones that may get flicked up in front of you. The tire and wheel combo looking sweet. It's got the true knockoffs on it. We got the blacked out side pipes. It says 5-liter Coyote right there if you forget. Windshield's blacked out, roll bars are blacked out. We got a little bit of stone guard here on the hips also. You reach right inside here, pop the door open there, and you can see those beautiful seats with the 4-point harness. And I tell you what, you're gonna wanna fasten those harnesses too. I also make sure your passenger fastens in the harness. Now when you're driving it, sometimes you're tempted to not put it on because again, you've got a hold of the shifter and the steering wheel, but your passenger doesn't have anything to hold on to. So make sure you strap them in. She's beautiful. It's got the red stitching in the seats. Great looking carpeting in there. Of course, 5-speed shifter. Looks like this car's also got that Sony stereo in there looking sweet. Just as smooth as can be. They've blacked out the trim on the taillights, the little bumperettes. Now the trunk in these aren't too big. We've got some extra parts. Looks like some paperwork in there also. You've got the stereo equipment in there. They've also blacked out the fuel fill. Back in the day, they put them big cans in there and put about 15 gallons of gas in there in just about 12 seconds. I don't know how long it took, but it was pretty fast. Now at Vanguard Motor Sales, a lot of people ask us where we find all these incredible cars. Well, we have a buy team that all they do all day long is look for cars and trucks for sale all over the United States. They collect a bunch of information on a bunch of cars, and every day we go through that information, pick out our favorite ones, and then we physically go and look at every one of the vehicles so you don't have to. Most classic car dealers sell on consignment. They sell just about anything that'll roll through the door, and they don't know much about the cars. Finding a Vanguard quality car isn't easy. Our team of 15 buyers review thousands of vehicles each month. Our inspectors travel all over the country to handpick each of our cars, which saves you time, money, and frustration. Think of us as your expert hands, eyes, and ears to make sure that you end up with the highest quality car. We have almost 50 team members here at Vanguard, and every one of us is a gearhead. Growing up around the Motor City, all of our families worked in the auto industry. I grew up working in the garage with my dad, and we worked on countless classics over the years. Around here, cars are a way of life. Alive, he would love this one. Supercharged Coyote power, baby. Horsepower rating, a whole bunch. They used to call that one that they built the Super Snake. Well, this is the Super Duper Snake. Just an amazing piece. I tell you what, you want one of the fastest cars on the road? Right here she is, baby. I don't know, these things weigh about 2,800 pounds or so. Basically got the same horsepower as a GT500. You can do the math. That's really, really, really fast. I just feather touched the accelerator. And don't forget, we can send this baby anywhere in the world. You just give us a call at 248-974-9513. Here's one of these electric cars going around in circles. See if he wants a little bit. Down here on the dash, all the gauges are working and they're all looking good. You want to talk about a monster. This is a monster snake ready to run. Now I want to thank everyone who has subscribed to our YouTube channel. That's about 1.6 million of you. Thank you a million times, or 1.6 million times. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. It's a great way to keep track of when we get new cars. And we're getting new cars in every day. Last month we bought 40 new cars. We'd love to have you come visit if you'd like to come visit. We do sell about 95% of our stuff without ever meeting anybody. So please, if you've got the time and the means, come on down. We'd love to meet you. If you see me at a car show, come on up and say hi. We're gonna put it up on the rack right now. We're back at our shop. We're located right here in the Motor City at 15100 Keel Street in Plymouth, Michigan. This building is where our team of 15 world-class mechanics inspect and improve every one of our cars. All of our work is done in-house. Our mechanics only service the vehicles we sell. We start with a thorough inspection and test drive. Then our team gets to work. We take the time to learn each car and fix the things that I would fix if it was mine. If that means the engine needs to come out, then it comes out. When you purchase a classic car from an auction or another dealer, in most cases it hasn't been inspected or serviced. You may be in for some unpleasant surprises. At Vanguard, we save you from the headaches that cost you time and money by handling this process for you. Right down the road is our 40,000 square foot indoor showroom. This building is climate controlled and houses over 100 amazing vehicles. We're constantly bringing in new inventory, so you never know what might show up tomorrow. We are underneath this baby now, and she is pretty under here. Look at that aluminum tank. Look at the TIG weld on that. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous work there. And then you can see the frame is all just beautiful. All painted up, looking good. Now it does have the independent suspension in the back, and it is a BMW setup, right around 373 gears, and it is limited slip. So when you put the hammer down, both these tires are going to be putting horsepower to the road. We do have disc brakes out back here. They are drilled and slotted. Stop you on a dime. And look at these floorboards, man. They're all white. Look how nice and pretty all that white is. You want to talk about white will tell you how clean something is, and the bottom of this thing is clean. We got the TKO 600, that's a 5-speed Tremec. We got a hydraulic clutch setup on it. We got an explosion-proof bell housing. I mean, everything under here is just as clean as a whistle. Of course, we got the BMW front suspension up here also. Alternators mounted down low here, so you don't have to look at it when you got the hood up. It's got manual rack and pinion steering. We got disc brakes up front here. We got a big old red sway bar up front here to keep you planted to the road. Everything on this thing is looking sweet. Now keep this nose off the curb. That's only about that far off, and most curbs are about that tall. You can do the math. You don't want to run this baby in the curb. And remember that this car is probably 2 feet longer than what you think it is when you're sitting behind the driver's seat. So make sure that you stay back. Now these wheels are all blacked out and looking sweet. The knockoffs, now these are true knockoffs. Now Backdraft puts a center cap on here that has to be screwed off first. That's actually a safety mechanism. Now the wire is on there for looks on a Backdraft. That wire back in the day was a safety mechanism. Now when you're getting ready to knock these off, you want to knock them off towards the front of the car. It doesn't matter whether you're on the driver's side or the passenger side. One side's left-hand thread, one side's right-hand thread. Same with the front and back. The tires, let's see if I can see the size, 245/40 18s. And then we got blacked out headers. You can see the O2 sensor there. You can see how nice and clean the frame is, how nice and clean the floorboards are. Out back here, we have, let's see, there it is, 295, 40, 18s back here. Same deal with these, knock them off towards the front of the car, tighten them towards the back of the car. Let's lower it down and look at that supercharged Coyote. Under the hood here, I promised you supercharged power. Look at this, sitting on top of this Gen 1 Coyote. Now, with a supercharger, we have not had this on the dyno, so I can't tell you for sure, but she's barking at 700 horse more than likely. It is a rocket ship, guys. This thing will put down the horsepower. It'll put everybody behind you. You know, we had a similar car out with my GT500 the other day, coming back from a car show, and I tell you what, that Cobra, it wasn't this one, but it was a similar car. That Cobra gave my GT500 a run for its money, man. She is an amazing piece of equipment. Just beautiful. I mean, it looks like Mr. Ford, or I should say Mr. Shelby put this baby in here. And I tell you what, he's probably rolling over in his grave right now wishing that he could have had a motor like this back in the day. I mean, everything under here is all blacked out, looking good. I mean, she's just a beautiful machine. So if you want something fast, you want something to draw attention, this is you right here, guys. So give us a call at 248-974-9513 and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this dream in your driveway.